I wrote this song many years ago after visiting my dad back when he was still living independently. And I was visiting on a day that he failed his online security questions with Bank of America. And this was back when Bank of America and Merrill Lynch had been forced to become one bank, and they weren't quite sure where his account was. But the problem was he had not paid any attention when he'd answered the security questions the first time, and he wasn't wearing his hearing aid, and he didn't realize that the young man would hang up on him if he didn't understand what his security questions were. So there he was with no recourse, and I said, well, Dad, let's go downtown and see if we can find a bank that will talk to you. But doing that with my dad at that time was kind of a lot of event, because you had to get him and his walker out to the car, get him in the car, get the walker in the car, get in the car, drive down to the bank, get out of the car, get the walker out of the car, get the walker near him, get him and the walker into the bank, the big bank door, all the way down to the end of the corridor. We did this 3 times. And each time at the end, some fairly polite customer service person said, sorry, we can't help you. We don't actually know where your account is. And this was hard for my dad, because at one time when he walked into the bank in this little town in New Hampshire, he would have been the guy. Somebody would have said, hey, how are you doing? And it's hard for me, because one time when he walked into that bank and he was the guy, I was the little girl in his arm. So it was hard for both of us to realize that he wasn't the guy anymore. So I went home and wrote this. Last night I saw the Horse King when he was in his prime, carrying the day and leading the line. Long ago in the green of spring, I remember when he was the Horse King. I was young too. His legs were strong in what they could do. Oh, the flags would fly and all the bells would ring. The sun would always rise on the Horse King. But one morning in the field, the stallions came around. They pushed him up against the fence, and he went down. And they left him there to get up and get home. The Horse King no more, just old and all alone. And for the pleasure of the world, we will each pay a price and fight the last battle and roll the final dice. But someday, somewhere, springtime comes twice, and I will meet the Horse King in the fields of paradise. Last night I saw the Horse King when he was in his prime, carrying the day and leading the line. Long ago in the green of spring, I remember when he was the Horse King. Thank you very much.